Looking for something new and exciting, or maybe just a change from the old Atheist Show format? Cellar Skeptics podcast provides listeners with hours of enjoyment each week on Spreaker and iTunes. Check us out as we talk politics, religion, science, reviews of books and music, along with the occasional interview just for a twist. Join Christopher Tanner and Chris Hanna every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern as they bring fresh content to you. Walk with us through the cellar door as we help you prepare for the revolution. You can find us on Spreaker, iTunes, YouTube, and even on Facebook.
Done.
So much
Oh,
space.
Folks,
yeah.
welcome to Cellar Skeptics After Hours Patreon only show. And folks, I'm excited because we don't do this all the time. And I'll tell you what.
Win the state of
Oh
Michigan so
no,
easily.
you're not gonna win it. All right, sorry.
Did Donald Trump just start yelling at Cellar Skeptics?
He did. He was yelling at us. It was like in the background. He's like, "Screw you guys for shaming me." But no, we don't normally.
But
do
my
this.
hat. But
We
my
don't-
hat.
But my hat. Oh my God. Okay, that's a Jeremiah Bannister thing, and I'm calling his ass out. I'm gonna debate his ass one of these times for an after hours thing. But we're gonna do a short after hours content, and so if you're watching this live, you're actually able to see something that that nobody gets to see. So if you're not a Patreon subscriber, this is the kind of content you can start to expect from us as Patreon subscribers. I have subliminally signed up these two other hosts and said, "Fuck you guys, you're gonna do something." And yes, this can be explicit. This can be anything that isn't shaming another person. That's what this is gonna be. And so
We've been lubed with Canadian essential oils. It's gonna be gross.
That's 150 million% true right now.
I wonder though, are they like oil soluble or water soluble? That'll determine how I use them.
Petrol based. It lasts for a while.
But anyway, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a little after hours content because we don't do this a lot, and this will be uploaded to our Patreon as well for anybody that subscribes to us. You can jump in the link. You can subscribe for $1 an episode. Right now we're doing $1 episodes, $5 an episode, whatever floats your boat. I'll tell you what, if we could get $100 an episode, Hannah will play gloves or put gloves on and play his guitar for you with no shirt on, if that's what you want. Keith, maybe I'll have Keith sing. Maybe Keith will sing shirtless. I don't know. I have no idea. No idea what.
Okay, the shirtless part, but put it on mute because at least that I know I can take care of. That's fine. It's the voice that that's gonna be like the deterrent. So maybe on mute.
Yeah. So
or maybe I'll lip sync.
Our two hosts have no idea. I mean, we're broadcasting live on all three networks again. But the other two hosts, have no idea what I got planned at all. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get slimed, am I? Like I'm not gonna randomly have a bucket of slime that's sitting right up on my ceiling there. That's
Abby
not gonna
said
tip
she'd
over on
buy-
me, is it?
They would buy that for $1, RoboCop. Anyway, so
Crap.
All right, I'm all for this. We're doing this. Keith shirtless. All right, so the first thing I wanted to do this, right? I got some random questions for y'all. Right. This is after hours. You can say anything you want that does not shame somebody. So we will not poop on minorities. We will not. We're gonna hold to a social justice credo because we're all progressives here, and I don't think I have to say this, but we're not gonna come up with some crazy rando shit. But this right here, I want to know. Describe your current mood with one word. One word. You get one word. That's it.
Thrilled.
All right, Hannah.
This is a Rorschach test. First word that comes to mind.
Yeah. Well, the first word was optimistic, and I can't really get too far from it.
All right. Mine?
I don't know.
Gritty, because that's what I've been living for the last 3 days is nothing but gritty memes.
Orange
Gritty
is the new
memes.
orange.
Oh my God, yep. Oh. All right.
Yeah, we've been watching the gritty memes. So inside of our show, we have our online Facebook chats and stuff like that, and sometimes it just turns into a meme war, and or just a weird dump of strange things from the darkest corners of the internet. And my hearing aids whistle when I'm standing close enough to equipment, and I know that something weird is happening in our chat because And I
All
just
of a
know that
sudden,
there
Hannah is in
there-
hell.
there are relativistic problems happening between the electronic connections in the world and whatever my co-hosts are saying on the internet, because they're ruining the basic laws of physics with whatever the heck they're sharing. And I don't know, there's every once in a while, like, but we've recently had a gritty, a giant eyeballed creepy orange gritty action party, and you know what, cheers to that, dude. But holy crud, that is a different weird thing to have as like an enjoyable thing.
It is.
I don't understand it. I just
I loved. I honestly, I
tried.
rolled out of bed this morning, and I actually, I only sent you guys 8. I have almost 30 of those gritty memes because I was like, oh my god, this one's great. This will be hilarious. They'll love it. Oh, this one too. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna try to narrow it down so I don't completely ruin the chat with gritty memes. But some of them were quite clever and beautiful, and I love them to pieces. And honestly, gritty is the hero we need and deserve.
Or fired. Gritty.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that dude. There you go. That image. That's the next show image. Send that to Hannah. You're gonna draw that up tomorrow morning. You're gonna get it to me. We're gonna make that the next show image. All right. So okay. So I promise some content. Like, we won't just like ramble on for no bloody reason. So the next thing I have for you is you're gonna, and these are things. Okay, let's go back a little bit because I'm excited. I'm very excited. I've been drinking. I'm excited. There's no fake news on this show. And there's good people on all sides. But the best thing I have here, right, is I've had to deal with working from home in a remote community for a long time, right? And like every once in a while, people are like, "Hey, can we break the ice?" Right? And so these are things that have somebody said, "Hey, what do we do to break the ice for business meetings?" And so, like, I don't know. I asked the lady. I was like, "Well, I don't know. You tell me." And she's like, "I don't fucking know." And I was like, "Well, maybe we should research this." So, we researched a little bit, and I found a couple articles. And I don't care enough to give you the actual articles, but I picked a few things out of them that said, "Hey, why don't we do this on the show? This would be fun." So, Keith, tell us 2 truths and 1 lie.
Boy.
2 truths and 1 lie, and Han and I have to guess them.
Oh man. Okay, 2 truths and 1 lie. I shouldn't be alive. I've been to both Disneys, and I got a 12-inch tongue. God damn it! I panicked.
All right, so you've been to both Disney's.
We know one that the tongue is a lie
because there's more than 2 Disneys, dude.
because it's not a cake.
American
Also.
Disney's. American Disney's.
You're
Disney
ruining
World
this
and
for me.
Disneyland.
So in America, there are only 2.
Fine.
I think
Fine,
that's what he's
you're-
thinking.
What was your first one?
I shouldn't be
He
alive.
shouldn't be alive
That's true. I'm gonna say that's true. Hannah.
because his tongue isn't 12 inches long. This is an easy.
All right, fine. Your tongue is not 12 inches long. Is that is that a lie? What's the lie, Keith?
Yeah, that one, because the first thing that came to mind was this story, or a joke my friend used to tell of I've got a 12-inch tongue and a 14-inch cock. You know, you want to go fuck or something, and that was just all that I could think about. So I'm like,
Dumbest
let's just go
pickup
with it.
line I've ever heard.
I don't know. I never used pickup
Shame.
lines. I just
Shame.
used a 12-inch tongue.
Shame.
Yeah, and
Shame.
in fairness, like there were
How
so
long
many
is your
times.
tongue, actually?
I don't. Who measures that?
I don't know, stick
Standard
your tongue out.
Standard tongue
Can
length.
you
Yeah.
touch
Yeah,
your mouth?
it's average. I'm average, okay? Average tongue length. Can we talk about the fact that I nearly died all throughout my mom's pregnancy? Come on, that should be
No.
more interesting.
It's not. It's not. Because
Most
if-
of us should not be alive. In
Yeah,
all
if-
reality, the universe is like, you're a human. I'm gonna try to kill you.
No, how about this? Mine's worse. If I said that and you're like, oh yeah, well, you would look at me and know that. You want to know how many times I've almost died? A lot. And it's not from like suicide type things. That's like Chris doing dumbass motherfucking things, like driving 135 miles an hour down the 131 interstate because the car can. That's dumb as shit. But nobody else knows you're doing this, and it's fucking 8:30 in the morning. Dumb. Got pulled over too. Anyway.
My turn.
Yep, your turn. 2 truths and 1 lie. And don't
All
put
right.
your lie at the end, or don't make it as obvious as Keith's, I guess.
No, I've been trying to like create some halfway decent ones. Well, Keith was the unfortunate first person who didn't have enough time to actually think of anything because it's brutal being the first person.
Thank you.
The first one would be I've broken 7 bones. I've been paid to play baseball, and my favorite roommate of all time was the cleanest homosexual I've ever known.
All right, you want to go first or me, Keith?
I'll let you go first because you've known him longer, so I can just steal your answer.
All right. So the cleanest homosexual you know is true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're not supposed to tell me. You're supposed to let Keith guess too. Just
Oh,
so you
well,
know.
that one.
So
The first one's correct.
And the first thing that you said was you broke 7 bones. I believe that's true. Keith,
What was the second one that you said?
he got paid to play baseball.
That's definitely the fiction. The lie, because you don't get paid to play sports at college level. Somebody else gets paid to make you play sports at that level.
So, when I finished college, I played baseball in a league called the New York State League, semi-professional in first league, and I got paid $272 a week to play baseball for the summer of 2007 or 2006, and I've never broken a bone in my life, even though my nose is as crooked as Owen Wilson's. But
Stop shaming.
it's
No
bad.
shame.
It's
No
bad.
shame.
This thing, the head butted the wrestling nose, but like legally, according to Bone itself, never broken any bones, and I've been paid to play baseball. So you both missed that one. And then my favorite roommate that I ever had was a dude named Travis, and he was the cleanest, gayest dude I've ever been a roommate with, and he was awesome. He was the absolute awesome. And the next roommate I had was an exchange student from Kenya who used to stuff chicken bones in the couch because screw Americans. It was the worst. And so but yeah, no, people always just like, oh my God, you live with a gay guy? Is it like weird? I'm like, no, it's awesome. Actually, he's the cleanest person I've ever lived with in my entire life. It's crazy. And he was awesome. So yeah, no, that's the 2 truths and 1 lie. You both missed the baseball one.
I didn't believe you got paid.
Yeah,
to play
I got paid
baseball.
$273.
I mean,
a week
I'm not sure that
play
counts as
baseball.
being paid, but
He didn't even get minimum wage. Where's your
No.
Bernie now?
Yeah.
Where's Bernie now?
Yeah. It was the startup league stuff. But I have a thing on I have a thing next to my bachelor's degree in science and engineering, and it says that New York State Baseball League, Chris Hanna, paycheck X dollars. Well, it's a pretty cool thing. Not a lot of humans have that. A pretty small
Wow.
number.
Fair enough. All right, my turn. So, for me, I'll tell you 2 truths and a lie.
that's the name of the game.
Most expensive bottle of scotch I ever drank from Lagavulin was $125. I'll tell you another one. I have ridden a bike twice in my life and currently probably could not ride one even if my life depended on it. And the last one is I have seen 9 Inch Nails 13 and a half times.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's
It
tough.
I'm
That's tough. It's the first or the second. I'm gonna say the 9 Inch Nails one is the lie, and the other 2 are true. That's
Okay.
me.
What's yours, buddy?
the first one was you've never ridden a bike.
No, the first was whiskey at $130
Scotch,
something a bottle.
not whiskey.
Scotch.
Come on.
I'm inclined to go with the first one's the lie, just because the second one you talk about being inactive, and I think that maybe that Maybe that's a
He
theme.
can't
for
ride
you?
a bike, but I think he's ridden one at least twice.
And then
I know
the
he
Nine Inch
can't,
Nails
but,
one
like-
being 13 and a half times, that's just way too specific for me. So I'm gonna go with that one's the lie. That one's also a true. So
So which one's the lie?
the Scotch one.
Bing, bing, bing. It is. It's actually $125 bottle. So that's where the lie came from. Is it was not
Yeah.
135? It was 125.
Oh, I missed
And-
it by 10.
Oh.
You did. I did that on purpose because I figured if I
You'd be
gave
like,
that one,
you
none
did-
of you would ever
That's
guess.
the,
You'd be
that's
like,
the
"Oh yeah, that's
Price
cheap,
is Right.
jackass."
You were $1 over. Come on, Bob Barker.
No, so
I'll beat you up in the
fairness,
sand
I've
trap.
only ridden a bike once, actually, and I cannot ride one to save my life.
I
to
know
this day.
that. I figured maybe you giving it a shot twice.
Nope.
Whatever.
Once. And the last one is the 13 and a half is true because one we left halfway through because I was hanging out with somebody that ended up having a panic attack, and so we left about halfway through.
I am way too happy about them having a panic attack, and I kind of feel bad, but kind of don't. Does that make me worse?
Yes, 100%. You should feel
Okay.
you should feel insanely awful right now.
I've got a question. What's the background image that we've got running here? Because it reminds me of the movie Akira.
It's not.
What is it? Because we
There we go.
Oh,
If I remove Hannah, you can kind of see it. Fuck you. I will.
I won't do what you tell me.
Yep.
Rage
Oh, that's the first song that That's the first song that I mosh pit at. That's great.
Hey, mosh pitted.
Wait, you saw them live?
No, it was playing at a bar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
I never
did
saw.
mosh pit at a bar. First off. Second
Yeah.
off, I don't want to hear it. We're moving on. Moving on.
I never got to
All
see
right.
Rage. Sad
Top
times.
3 movies. I have tickets. Fuck COVID. I had tickets. Top
damn it.
3 movies.
This one's
Top 3
tough.
movies. Buddy, go.
All right. I'm gonna have to start.
I
one
think
that
the
I watched.
I think the guy who has the top 3 movies thing should say his 3, while Buddy and I think of our 3, while you're spouting your 3, Chris. So give us a
Really?
minute.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the
All
deaf guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a
fuck you.
second.
All right, fine. I'm okay for all that. I'm prepared. Top 3 movies. 1. Oh shit. What? Oh,
Jesus
Event
Christ.
Horizon. Sorry. Event Horizon.
Ooh, that's a good choice. That's a good
Event
choice.
Horizon.
Fishburne.
I love Event Horizon. I've seen that movie. I don't know, hundreds of times.
Is this gonna get to NSFW for YouTube?
No.
Mhm.
I don't know. Hannah's getting really excited over there.
Maybe.
Yeah, it
All right. If you,
happens.
how about
It
this?
happens.
I'm gonna wager this. If the two of you, I don't know. You tell me what you want me to do. If you can guess my number 1 all-time favorite movie,
No, I
which you
can't
both
even.
should know. No, hold
Oh.
on.
There's no way I can guess that.
No, 100% you should both know this. If you do, what do you want me to do? Let's make a wager right here on air right now.
I am terrible at these games.
Pay my half of the debts.
All right, sold. You guessed my number 1 movie. It's sold. Buddy, what's yours?
Oh hell! I want you to send me a bottle of whiskey.
Okay, so if though, neither one of you can guess it, and I'll caveat this with both of you.
Crap.
Both of you can't guess it. If one of you gets it, you neither of you win, but I don't have to fulfill my end of the bargain. But if both of you don't get it, I get for Patreon only content, I get topless Keith singing and topless Hannah playing guitar.
That's easy to do.
All right. So my number 2.
I don't know if
number
Keith's
2
agreed to it. But
did.
also, are we trying to like? I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
I'm
Don't
not
know
sure
about
our audience. Like, I
don't
think
know.
one just left immediately when we
it.
were like, it's gonna be the deaf kid and the Canadian are gonna take their
Abby, it was
shirts
Abby.
off.
She's like, nope.
Gone.
done. No
Gone.
way. I don't. That's fine. I'll censor it if I have to. So, number 2 top movie ever of all times, ever in my whole life. If I had to like watch it all the time, anytime, anywhere, where you couldn't not be, or you could be. I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know, I've
what's the
been
damn
drinking.
movie name?
Are you sure you want to know this?
Yeah, because I'm trying to guess the number 1, and if
All
number
right.
2 is the number 1, then I'm screwed. And it is.
It's not. There's no way you can't get this. Seriously? You guys can't even guess my number 2 movie, man.
This is
Well,
not
the
my
thing is,
forte.
like the
All right,
genre
Videodrome.
itself.
Videodrome. Never heard of it, I
Okay.
guarantee you.
No.
Videodrome.
Oh no, it's an awesome movie. It's
Yeah.
weirdly enough, James Woods being like before
Yep.
he was a creepy, nasty
Yep.
piece of
He
garbage,
was a creepy
jerk
dude
ass.
in this guy. In this movie.
Well, he was like, but he was like on the other end of it.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, like that James Woods has gone full on other side.
Right.
But yeah,
In the chat, you have to. In the chat, the two of you have to post the number one movie before you tell me. I won't look.
So in the private chat,
No. Go ahead and post it in the public chat.
on the public chat.
I'm looking at our banner screen right now.
Only you can post in there. I just do it because I have another tab open
Oh my
with
God.
my personal handle watching.
I'm gonna go just for the Michigan connection, but I'm gonna guess this wrong.
That's your guess, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, but like, I think it's gonna be way more specific than anything that I'm gonna be able to guess at.
Oh crap. What's gonna be? Damn, I'm pretty sure you've mentioned this, and I have an idea of this.
Okay, come on. God damn it, dude. Like,
There.
are we gonna do
That's my
like a
guess.
7-hour? Did you post it yet? I see only 3 comments. So,
I just put the one
there.
on there.
all right,
Ah.
are you ready?
That's a decent pick. That's a decent pick. So my choice was like the Michigan tie-in with George Romero's Evil Dead, because I know like the that's what I mean, like the horror movie stuff is like a big deal on you, but like
Nope.
I'm not. So Buddy's picked the Scarecrow. I don't know.
Definitely not. I told you how much I hated that movie. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Is wrong with you?
That's why I
You
picked
wanna
it.
know what
Because
my
I'm like,
favorite movie is? How the fuck did neither? This is, folks. This is the sad thing about this whole thing right here, is that the 2 co-hosts I have don't listen to the podcast we do. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What the fuck? How many times have I told you the story about I listened to it with my cousin when I was a kid all the time?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
my
you-
father-in-law's favorite movie was this. Oh, every year on the anniversary, my father-in-law's
Just
death, we
knowing,
eat
but
popcorn
like
and
knowing
eat
you and like the
hamburgers
stuff that
fucking
you
watch
always
that
talk
movie.
about, I never think about like a comedy as like your number one. I always think of something as like horror or horror adjacent as like your number one.
And you're right in that aspect. That's fine, and I'll let you off the hook if you pieces of shit really feel like it. But in fairness, so like Monty Python and the Holy Grail is like the ultimate movie for me. It's dry humor that stands the time. There's no sexism. There's no like racism in it. It's just like off the charts British
it's bonkers,
humor
ridiculous.
that I can't help. So all right, so somebody else who was top 3.
I'll let Hannah go first.
Oh my god.
So I've definitely got 2, and I'm trying to
Oh.
like pull up a third one. So without question, like one of the most important movies of my entire life, Ace Ventura: The Pet Detective. Like that movie changed like how I interacted with my body, pretending to be Jim Carrey and all of that kind of stuff was just like, and like I guess bringing the mask into it and Cameron Diaz was a pretty pubescent moment in my life. But I still just go with the Ace Ventura: Pet Detective, and then another major milestone movie that like changed the things that I thought was interesting and useful and like really opened my eyes, like the movie Akira. So like there's a bunch of great anime and manga and stuff out there, but like I had never seen like a real feature length 2-hour movie that was like just it pushed the boundaries in places that had never been poked and prodded, and like that movie itself may not be the best movie in anime, and I can think of a few that are better, but that movie itself for me and like my development as far as like cultural diversity, like that was a huge deal.
What's your last one?
And then I don't know, maybe bringing in some of the Firefly stuff, so like Serendipity, like
All right.
bringing in like like I guess like a culmination of a TV show that didn't get enough time and giving it a 2-hour send off for the finality or whatever. Like it was just really enjoyable.
All right. Keith.
All
what's
right.
yours?
Okay.
30
Um,
seconds.
30 seconds. Oh shit.
You're Canadian.
no-
We gotta cut your time short.
in, crap, I knew this was coming. In no particular order. I guess I'll have to agree with Tanner. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is probably one of the best movies I've seen. I watched it when I was like 11 years old because I got tired of listening to my dad quote it and never getting his joke.
That's a good reason.
So I was like, it sounds funny. I need to check it out. And my 11-year-old ass didn't get most of the jokes, but somehow they were still funnier than hell. And apparently I have a very British sense of humor in terms of the things that I enjoy. The next one I'm going to bring up is Silence of the Lambs. That's another family classic.
Damn it, you sneaky bastard.
Like,
That's
you-
probably
if you
that one.
say-
That one's overtakes Serendipity for me. Damn it.
If you quote that movie around my
Yeah.
family,
That's
you will get
definitely-
that entire scene quoted back to you.
It puts the lotion on
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
Yeah, no,
Alright,
that
next one.
no,
What's your
without
last
a
one?
question. Damn it.
So crap, I just had it. Where the hell did it go?
You're fired.
I
don't what
know.
to tell you. Fuck that shit, man.
I
was
can't
like,
say.
go
Can't say.
somewhere.
No, like
Ghost.
literally, I
Did you say
just.
ghost? His favorite.
Oh,
his favorite
Where
movie.
did it
my love.
All right, come
No,
on, come on. Chop. We got other ones to go through.
Oh, right. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's my
Ooh.
Christmas movie. Every year at Christmas, I watch that movie. That is my tradition.
enough,
And
fair
I
enough.
just it's honestly one of my favorite movies anyways, and that's like the perfect time to watch it.
All right,
Yeah, that
next one
works.
I have. What's your top 3 favorite
God.
albums?
Crap.
Oh my god, how is this hard? Jesus.
Because I have a life that wasn't like
Would
8
you-
minutes long. Yeah.
All right, would you like?
All right. So I without
my
question.
life is more than 8 minutes long. Thank you.
Okay, so without question, I can throw two of them out there. So Green Day's Dookie album, because that was the first thing that I had that was like punk and brought me out of like pop REM and like stuff like that. It's like I didn't know what like punk was until I had that. And then Fear Factory's Obsolete was like the first metal album, and then Static X Wisconsin Death Trip. Those three albums, like the Fear Factory's Obsolete and Static X Wisconsin Death Trip, those two albums with a little bit of Cold Chamber, like the self-titled, but either way, you know, with like those three albums changed major things inside my brain when they were uploaded, and like those are probably three of the most influential albums in my life.
Keith.
Nice. Oh man. Okay, I am so gonna win so many points in Tanner's book.
Maybe.
God damn it! You're just a whore.
I don't
You're
know.
just
he
a
had Fear
whore.
Factory, bro. So that's pretty bitchin'.
So, again, no particular order here, other than the way they're presented on my page here. I'm going to start off with "In Waves" by Trivium. When I saw them do this tour, they were touring with In Flames. They opened with
Saw
they
it
did the-
too.
with the way
I
they
saw it
opened,
too.
like with just a little instrumental as they're coming out onto stage in the dark, and then the way they just led into In Waves, I was just like, I might.
Trivium is so underrated. They're so good.
I got to admit, like they were my first fully metal band that I got into, like Ascendancy. Mwah.
That's a good one.
I listened to that on repeat for about 2 weeks straight. It was interesting, and I'll still listen to it. Next up, I'm gonna just because it's an album that I listen to in its entirety more often, is "Something
Minus
for the
more
Pain" by that's
Minus
next
more
by Red Light King.
Sorry.
He the entire album, it's kind of it's difficult to say. It's a lot about his journey and trying to get away from, you know, his past life, his drug addictions and all of that, and, you know, reflecting and you know, life improvement. Overall, the album is pretty solid. I recommend it. And then last one, this is quite possibly one of my most favorite albums in terms of intensity, and that is Wormwood by the Acacia Strain.
All right, there you go. Fair enough.
There you go.
I don't agree
you
that's
go.
their best album, but
I don't agree either, but it's definitely one of my
If it's
faves.
like your
Yeah.
first intro to the band,
no,
yes, that's,
37,
Well, no,
50.
like, if that's your
37,
first-
100%.
well, I know. I'm just saying, it's like sometimes you get an album in, and like it may not be the best, but that's like their first introduction to it. So Obsolete, in my pick for Fear Factory is not their best album. I think
No.
Mechanized is Fear Factory's best album.
Nah, I disagree.
But like,
no.
but
How about this? I'll go topless and do whatever instrument I can play.
what did
If
you
you
do
can
in
guess
toplessness
my-
tonight? What the?
I don't
Is
know.
up with you?
CDS gone wild.
How many
It's
times
like,
have I
this
seen
isn't Girls
Acacia
Gone
Strain
Wild,
live?
man.
How many times have I seen Acacia Strain live?
I would say 5 times.
I'm.
I've seen them twice. I know they've been in GR at least twice.
They haven't come to Calgary since I've been into them, which is a major bummer for me. I'm gonna say 4.
Nope, both of you are 100% wrong. 8 to 10.
Holy
At least
shit.
8 that I can remember. So I
That's-
remember 8 of them.
That's
Wow.
All right, my top 3 albums, and these are going to surprise both of you actually, because normally I would tell you Devil Driver or Heaven Shall Burn because they are off the charts. Some of the best albums. I've ever
I'm
listened to,
guessing you're
but
gonna throw some techno at us right now.
No, well, I
Really?
should, but I'm not going to. I should.
like
I
Oakenfold
should.
and
That's
stuff
number
like that.
4. Paul
Yeah.
Oakenfold,
Yeah.
007, Dual New York State album is number 4 for me. Number 4.
Yeah. I was gonna
Wow.
say. I mean, it's good stuff. I figured you
Number
would pick
4. So these 3, I'm just gonna give them to you. They're not gonna be in any order. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, very pivotal.
that. Yeah.
9 Inch Nails, Fragile, very pivotal. Last one, Stabbing Westward, Darkest Days. Boom. That is it. No death metal, no grindcore, no nothing. I listen to a lot of music, but those 3 albums I literally could put on at any time in my whole life, right from now to the time I was 14 when I first heard Smashing Pumpkins, and I will fucking just be like, it'll be like this. Except for I've been drinking. I don't know. I've been drinking. All right. So last question, because we got to wrap this shit up. We got to get out of here.
Close it out.
Last thing.
What is the proper spelling of Trebek?
No, it's
It
not.
is
'cause
not
you're an
T-E-R-V-E-K.
I fixed it I fixed it at the top, but I didn't go with the whole
It's
thing.
inconsequential because none of y'all do anything for the show enough that you actually fix this stuff in advance. So fuck
Dude.
you. I have poor spelling skills. It's a fact. It's a fact. A little bit. I can't pronounce names like Trebek and whatever you want to call it. But what would you do if Trump came to your house? Hannah, 30-second question. What would you do if Trump
don't need
came
30
directly
seconds.
to your house?
I would look out the door and I would just turn around and go the other direction.
All right,
I
Keith.
would. Yeah.
Keith, what would you do?
You know what? It would make him really uncomfortable, so I would just strip down and jump at him all naked and give him a bear hug.
All right. And why are you giving me shit about asking the two of you to get topless? You're going to get naked and hug Trump.
Honestly, just because I know there'd be pictures of it, and he would have to explain why he was seen with a naked man
A naked Canadian man.
of Canadian descent, no less.
All right. Yours trumps mine. That I didn't think of that. That's genius. Mine would be to give him a hug. No, I would not punch him. I would give him a hug and tell him everything's gonna be all right, and that go live your life in silence and leave us the fuck alone, you piece of shit fascist. Boom. And I would drop my microphone that I would carry out with me, not my good one, my shitty one,
Microphone.
on the ground.
You carry your
I just
microphone
walk
whenever you open your door?
No,
Hello?
just when Trump comes to the door.
You don't?
I don't answer my door, dude. My kids answer the door.
Yeah.
I have a doorbell that shows me who's there, so I know not to answer it.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It's been an amazing time. We are well over the sober mark at this point. This is our Patreon-only content. If you would like to subscribe, join us on patreon.com/Cellar Door Skeptics. All your donations go to supporting the show, or you're welcome to anything that doesn't support the show goes donated to charity at the end of the year. We do that every year. 90% of the time, Hannah and I are actually donating all of our money anyway to charity, but just throwing it out there. So, with that being said, we're going to leave the show with Hannah and Buddy doing a dance-off on screen. Let's go, boys. If you get shirtless, it counts.
I can't do so many of my white boy moves here.
Wait.
There's no shirtlessness. Come on. Oh, we got the first one. It's partly. Hot Hannah, you're next.
You seem so angry, Hannah.